For some questions in a yama Obibia Aquaba. If you ever say, when you subscribe, you have more than subscribe. You like it. Now, what share video no so a day am my and it was a way they bo and someone there a better person no a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, it was here. You can name him 2024 elections, and yet I dare say a core year at the man now to me, Eddie intro at the man NPP, a manual corner, and rather for the thank you tour, Okoye, on a Kennedy, a compra Agyapong, and in the team, it was here a brow coordinate, Simpie, and a apostle, and someone would to me a day a two da among Ghana for baby now, as you say, a no year at the Mark Kennedy or any Agyapong, this a year now, water can. In fact, Sambia Ghana for so air canoe, and yet a St. Ketwana, Ebeko, na Yakuti, Uyano, or the Professor Michael committee, NPP Manuel Kono. SSA report on the every NPP Penifono or the Emu and someone so at the bar and Montania and yet a Saint Ketwas. Waka and San Bibina Ama a day after maybe some I say what that young room now in Kuti and some would Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to me a day a two da. I want to thank you to no I say a bra with Jina simply and a pass with a bar. There would be no you have a chance in a day at was.
One of the reasons people offered was that they said that they didn't vote for us because our presidential candidate was Muslim. Have you not heard that? Didn't you hear that? When I heard that, I said, this doesn't make sense. This is not the Ghana that I know. Because if you look at it, we went for primaries. We had 10 contestants. I was 1 Muslim, 9 Christians. But the NPP voted for the Muslim presidential candidate. So that could not be the case. So I decided to do some data analysis to test this hypothesis. And when you look at the data is very clear. In many constituencies across the country, the NPP presidential candidate performed better than the Christian parliamentary candidate. In many constituencies. Across. So it couldn't be if they were voting because of religion, I shouldn't be performing better than the Christian parliamentary candidates. Even my good friend, Sh0cked, who is giving a lot of heat to the government at the moment in Parliament. Sh0cked is a reverend father in Sh0cked, as in South. But I did better than him in his constituency. so he did so well. I mean, he did and mobilized the votes for me, and I thank him very much. But if you look at all across the country, the fact is that there was no religious factor in the voting. It is only propaganda. There is no religious factor, and in fact, we sought to see so many different institutions undertook research and undertook studies to answer the question. You had our MPs, you had Conrad Adenauer, you had Global Info Analytics, you had different institutions. But when you look at it all, they all came to the conclusion that it wasn't an issue of religion, it is not an issue of tribe. Those two issues have been ruled out in all the findings from different surveys that have been done. So as a party, I'm very happy that, and as a country, I'm very happy that religion and tribe has not entered our political discourse. We should not therefore allow people to come in to play propaganda with religion and tribe. We are one nation. We will all go together and we will move, whether we are Muslims or Christians, we will all work together for the good of this country. And that is how we should try to get everybody going forward. I am very happy that Professor Michael Query and his Elections Review Committee have submitted their report. We've waited for this report for a long time. And they delivered the report on time. And I must say that I am very happy with the Okwe report. It has put to bed a lot of the propaganda that was going around about exactly why we lost the election. And I'm very happy about that. What is important also is that they have made some very important recommendations for this party. And those recommendations have been forwarded to a constitutional review committee to then look at it and bring it back to NEC and National Council for us to then make certain changes. You can expect, without any doubt, that the delegate system is going to be changed. That we will change the current delegate system and allow more people to vote. And that give more rights to more people to come in and be part of the electoral college. And so that those are things that we believe will happen, that we will wait peacefully for the committee to come back with its report. We will not try to preempt it, and once they come back with the report, we will give the National Council the opportunity to get this sent to the National Conference for the decisions to be taken to amend the Constitution. Notwithstanding our hard work, however, we still suffered a heavy defeat. And when you look at what happened, you see that it was internal. Many of our supporters did not come out to vote. This is really fundamentally why we lost the election. If you look at 2020 vis-a-vis 2024, 2.1 million of our supporters didn't come out to vote. 2.1 million. And you look at John Mohammed's votes, his votes went up by maybe 115,000. So he increased by 115,000 and we went down by 2.1 billion. And that is basically why we did not win. So the key to victory going forward is within the NPP. It is within ourselves, because we decided not to vote. So if we decide to vote, we will win. So the key is ourselves. It is ourselves. So that is what we have to understand and take going forward. So we are in a rebuilding stage for this party. What is important for all of us is that we have to be united. If we are united, we are going to win 2028. If we are not united, we will have a challenge. So unity is very important. And because I want us to be united, this is why I am departing from the normal thank you tour that we have held. Normally, whether it's Edubuani, whether it's Kufuor, whether it's Akufo-Addo, the presidential candidate has just